franchise mode. Your season starts now.
Huh. Who do. Let's see. Because I really just don't want to run 2 middle linebackers. Because I'm going to be I'm going to be trading Lawrence Timmons. So, 4-3 then. What playbook doesn't run 2 middle linebackers? I don't think the Cowboys do. I don't know. Him. Hey, kitty. No. Okay, so Vernon Hargreaves got injured for 4 weeks. And I still don't even know how to make it, so I only run one middle linebacker. So I'm going to trade this draft pick and see if any teams have. See, like this. Let's go. No matter what, I'm still starting Ryan Shazier. Lose control. Let's get ugly. Dysfunction now. Everybody lose control. Let's get ugly. Dysfunction now. Oh my god. It's the final week of the preseason, so we don't need any more injuries. Oh my god. No. And now Le'Veon Bell's out. Bruh. How could this get any worse? We have 57 million cap. Well, I have a feeling I can make this deal work. Okay, why are you saying that? We still have a whole year to play. A whole year. I say we're gonna make it to the divisional. Or no, the conference championship. So first up, we have the Redskins. And we're at 90 overall, and they're at 83. That overall is only going to go down. Seems how Le'Veon Bell is going to be out for the first 4 weeks of this season. So, no, he won't return until Tom Brady returned in real life. Which kind of sucks, because I kind of wanted him to be back for the Chiefs game, but, you know, that isn't going to happen. Good thing we still have D'Angelo Williams. And here we go. We're getting ready for week 1 on Monday. the first game of the doubleheader for week 1. Here we go. Chris Boswell kicks the ball off. Jamison Crowder back there to return, and he'll bring this out of the end zone. And this will be about a 26-yard return as Kirk Cousins is now going to head out onto the field. And the running back for the Redskins is Charles Sims. And Bud Dupree is there to get Charles Sims for a gain of 3. And here's the Redskins lineup. One player to look out for is Pierre Garçon, or Deshaun Jackson. He has got speed, so he can outrun most corners in the NFL. And I can't wait to see this matchup between him and Ross Cockrell. And here we go. Charles Sims only gets 1 yard there. Here's the Steelers defense. They made some major trades in the preseason, but a player to look out for is definitely going to be Ryan Shazier. He's really explosive, and he can almost run anywhere on the field. Is great protection from the Redskins offensive line, and Deshaun Jackson with that speed, plus the Steelers playing zone, allows him to get 35 yards. That pocket was really great, and that was only Kirk Cousins' first throw of the game. And they give it right back to Charles Sims, and he only picks up about 2 yards there. So far, the Steelers haven't done any zone blitzes, any man-to-man, or just any blitzing whatsoever. All they've done is zones. As again, they do a zone there. That's incomplete because because he didn't get 2 feet in bounds. So here we go. The Steelers are going to send a zone blitz, but nobody's there to cover the middle of the field, and Jordan Reed is able to find the hole and get the first down. So right now, Kirk Cousins is just feasting on this defense. Charles Sims, it's the opposite way around for him, as he only gets 2 yards. And the Steelers defense is just beasting on the Redskins run game. But Kirk Cousins has been feasting on the Steelers defense. Again, stopped for only 2, and he's only got 10 yards. And we haven't even seen the Steelers offense. And we're already halfway through the first quarter here. What a play in the red zone by the Steelers defense to punch the ball out and to get the pick. So on a drive that was looking like it was going to at least end in a field goal, ends in nothing. So here we go. We see the Steelers offense. Big Ben leads them out. There, the first play they handed off to D'Angelo Williams, and he picks up about 4. So, yeah. Is there D'Angelo Williams just runs up the field as he sees Big Ben is in trouble, and he gets 21 yards. So both quarterbacks, their first pass went for a big play. So here we go, screen. Brandon Cooks has the first down to the 42-yard line. And here we go. We are just seeing both teams march down the field against each other via the passing game. Is there not the best throw that Big Ben could have made off the back foot, as he was probably expecting Brandon Cooks to be wide open, but that didn't happen. Instead, Jesse James was, but he had never planted. And plus, he threw across his body, so that was bound just to be trouble. Josh Norman for defensive PI. And they are going to call Josh Norman for defensive PI. So that's a big break for the Steelers. So instead of 4th and 8 at the 48, it's now 1st and 10 at the 18. And there, Martavis Bryant picks up the first down. So both teams are lined up in goal line. But it's a play action fake, and Big Ben just gets almost taken down. And there, Jesse James and Josh Norman are exchanging words. So now Big Ben is in the backfield alone, and he's gonna find Martavis Bryant in the end zone after he just gets hit. And so the pick that the Steelers defense got turns into points for the Steelers offense. And if you want to look at the scores, there you go. Seattle wins over the Dolphins. The Chiefs beat the Chargers, which could be a big win. The Lions beat the Colts. Like, they destroyed the Colts. The Cowboys destroyed the Giants. That one was a close game. New England lost to Arizona. So yeah. Okay, so let's see what the Redskins will do this time. After the last drive ended in a pick on a drive that they should have got points. And there, Charles Sims is already having a better drive than last time. It's there, he picks up 16. As Cameron Hayward gets the sack, Leonard Williams picks it up, and he's in the end zone. Oh my goodness, this first quarter is just not going well for the Redskins whatsoever. 2 turnovers on the first 2 drives, and both of them turn into touchdowns for the Steelers. So this game more than likely isn't going to end well for the Redskins. Jamison Crowder returns the kick, trying to do something, and he only gets about 23 yards. And here, 9 seconds left in the first quarter after the strip sack fumble touchdown. As they're going to run the ball, he just breaks 2 tackles, but only picks up 2. So using all that energy to break tackles was for nothing. As here we go, we get started for the second down here in Washington, D.C. There, Leonard Williams just gets off the block really fast and just is able to make the tackle for a gain of 1. That was some play by Leonard Williams. So now they're definitely in a passing situation. The Steelers have only done 2 zone blitzes, but here Mike Mitchell hits Jamison Crowder, and Jamison Crowder is down. It definitely looks like an upper body injury. He's holding that right shoulder. And we will be getting the news here soon on what the injury is. And from what it looks like right now, the injury doesn't look good. It looks like it's a bad one. Antonio Brown returns this, and he gets to the 41 to begin the fourth, or the second. Or not to begin the second, but the first punt of the game. And there, D'Angelo Williams just got popped. And honestly, I think without Le'Veon Bell, with a broken toe, and not being back till week 4, I think the Steelers are going to be a passing team. Like, I don't know if they've never been a passing team, but I think if they had Le'Veon Bell, they would run the ball a lot more. But just without Le'Veon Bell, I think that they're going to pass the ball more than running it. There, Antonio Brown has his first 2 receptions in the second, and he's over 40 yards on just those 2 receptions. And it looks like Brandon Flowers came over from the Chargers in a trade, hoping to help the Redskins out. There, D'Angelo Williams is stopped for 1. So yeah, both these 2 running backs, it's not looking like they're going to have really good games. So Antonio Brown now out on the play. The Redskins blitz, and Brandon Cooks is wide open for a touchdown. All he had to do was catch the ball. There was nothing but green ahead of him. See, that's what the good thing is about acquiring Brandon Cooks is, he can outrun a lot of cornerbacks. I don't think there's one cornerback that can keep up with Brandon Cooks. Maybe Darius Slay, but I still don't even think Darius Slay is fast enough for Brandon Cooks. That's why you haven't seen the Redskins run a lot of press, is because you got Antonio Brown, then you have Martavis Bryant, and then you have Brandon Cooks. And honestly, if you're the Redskins right here, you shouldn't run the ball. You have to pass. I don't think there's any option. You're down 21-0. in the second quarter. I honestly don't get why they're still trying to run the ball. Because they just lost 5 yards. Yeah, now they can't run. They shouldn't be running the ball here in the second for now. Because we're already halfway through the second. In the Leonard Williams. Okay. Let's just say if it wasn't for that block that Charles Sims gave Kirk Cousins would have been down on the ground, and it would have been 4th down. There, Charles Sims gets one of his better carries this game, but he still only picks up 3. His best carry was a 16-yard run. And he's only got 4 yards since. As Ryan Shazier just pops Charles Sims, forces a fumble, and the Steelers recover. Okay, just watch this. Shazier just comes in and just wrecks Charles Sims. So here we go. Big Ben comes back out on the field. He's 8 for 10 passing, over 120 yards, and has 2 touchdowns to no picks. Rashad Breeland might have gotten away with a late hit. So yeah, it looks like the Steelers are starting another nice drive by passing the ball. As here, he gets this one to Antonio Brown, and he's got the first. Antonio Brown didn't even have to get any more yards after catching the ball because he already had the first after he caught the ball. And there, that run will take us to a 2-minute warning. And yeah, so here we go. Big Ben just holds on it for too long. And Trent Murphy and Ryan Kerrigan both get in there to get the sack. As here, they're not going to play press. But Martavis Bryant's going to be wide open and picks up. They probably should have played press to slow down the receivers. Because now, all the Steelers receivers, besides the tight end, which I really don't count as a receiver, are all over 40 yards. And D'Angelo Williams almost has 40 yards. So the blitz gets to Big Ben, and he throws his 3rd incomplete pass of the game. So another 3rd down. What a throw and what a catch. That's a touchdown. But I think this play is going to be called back. No, actually it's not. It's going to be holding on the defense, as the holding goes against Rashad Breeland, which he was the one on Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown got the touchdown. What a game for Big Ben. This has just been an absolutely one-sided affair from the beginning. Like, the Redskins only had one good drive. Almost two. The rest were just ruined by the one that was almost good was ruined by a fumble. The one that was good was ruined by a pick. And then the two that were bad, one was ruined by a fumble, touchdown, and the other one was a punt. So the Redskins really don't even have anything to show for in this game, besides maybe a couple good runs and a couple good passes. Other than that, they just don't have anything to show. They just haven't protected the ball well enough to get any points on the board. And the interception was Kirk Cousins' fault because, first of all, Jordan Reed was covered by Jones, so Jones, all he had to do was swat it up in the air and pray that no Redskins caught the ball. And all William Gay had to do was jump up and just cradle the ball in his hands. That's all that they had to do for the first pick on the first drive. And then all the Steelers had to do on the fumble, all they had to do was just run, or all Leonard Williams had to do was just run the ball forward, and he had an easy touchdown. I think, that could have been a dangerous pass by Kirk Cousins. But again, they're not going to get anything out of this drive. Look, this is just, the Redskins just can't do anything against the Steelers' defense. I don't know why. So right now, they're the team, the Steelers are the team that's given up the least amount of points in a game so far. Yet the Cowboys are the second by only allowing a field goal, which right now is possible for the Redskins, but it's a field goal. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys. So, yeah, right now, the Steelers' chances of being the best defense when it comes to allowing points, that can just be ruined. And there we go. That has to give the Redskins momentum. Big Ben with just a horrible decision and a horrible throw. That pick at putting them in their own red zone has to give the Redskins points. Or confidence, at least. If they don't get points on this drive, the Redskins are the most disappointing team in the NFL. There they go. They get a touchdown. Charles Sims doesn't fumble this time, and there's going to be no challenge or no booth review. So this touchdown will stand. Ooh, and we're going to have roughing the kicker. Of course, it's not going to affect the points. It's only going to affect where the kickoff is. But still. See, and here we go. The Steelers get the ball at the 25. And they're going to try to rebound off of their mistake now. Nobody gets open. Ooh, could the game be turning around for Washington? Ooh. And, oh my gosh, Washington just caught a big break. They did nothing. And they got a break. And Big Ben just puts that way too high for Brandon Cooks. But they're gonna go no huddle. I'm just so confused. And that's why Josh Norman didn't know who he had. And Brandon Cooks was able just to get right by him for a touchdown. Oh my God. This Washington defense only has one pick to show that they actually did something. And they really don't even deserve that interception. Because it was just thrown right into their hands. On the other side, the Steelers actually had to work to get their interception because they had to tip the ball up. And then William Gay had to make sure that there was no receivers who could have caught the ball. It's Jordan Reed again. Leonard William has a second fumble recovery. Like, this is not even good. Like, if anybody bought tickets to this game, I would be disappointed. Unless you were a Steelers fan. Hmm.